there, people. What's going on? Y'all know what time it is. It's Sunday, and it's the Man Cave podcast. Hopefully, Mike's technical difficulties are solved. We both been
Oh,
having technical difficulties,
bullshit.
but welcome to the show. Another week, more sports. Let's go. Y'all know what we do here. We talk sports, more sports.
All of these sports.
All of these sports, man. Y'all know what time it is. Glad y'all here. If you're here, if you in the comments, appreciate that. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Shout out to Roku, Northeast Streaming Sports app. Y'all want to watch it anywhere? Watch it there. Watch it
Right?
everywhere else. Too. Watch it here first. Then watch it over there. Get them streams up.
Hit that Roku, hit the YouTube, hit them all.
Yeah, man. What's going on? Oh,
Just,
phone ringing.
just chilling.
Chilling. Long week, short week. How the week been treating you?
Well, it was a short week. I had off Friday, but it was still work because I was doing everything I could for whatever the hell ever.
Yeah. I had a pretty long week, slow week. Hold on real quick. Gotta important call. Gotta let them know that you know what day it is. You know what day it is. You know what time it is. But we got a lot of NBA news. Got a little. We could throw in some football stuff in there. Uh, NCAA. They agreed on the 5+7. So all five power five teams or conferences will get a team in for sure, automatically. And then the next seven highest ranked teams will make it in the playoffs. Starting this season, can't wait to see it. You got any thoughts on that?
I'm right there with you. The whole playoff thing, it's getting bigger, it's better. We're not gonna have this. Oh well, we should have got in. Shit, we're not gonna do that anymore. We're not gonna play that game. It's gonna be 12 teams. You can't get in. That's your own damn fault. It ain't nobody else's fault anymore. This ain't oh my team. Oh boo hoo hoo. Shut the hell up. Committee's gonna get, they finally got it right. Everything's going right. Just be quiet.
You got a team you think it might benefit the most?
It'll be all those little schools like Appalachian State and all them.
Nah, see, I think it'll be a lot of those one loss teams that be right on the bubble. If you let them in, they mess around and win it all. I think a lot of those teams are gonna
No, I'm
benefit.
talking about really benefit. I ain't talking about no one loss squad. I'm talking about real beneficial.
Yeah, those the ones that be right outside and they can't
No,
get in because they got that one loss at the end of the season and they can't
no,
get in the playoffs. Now they can get in and cause some
I'm
problems.
talking about those schools that go undefeated and they don't allow in because they little schools.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about like them
they
schools
gonna
that
get
don't
blew
get
out.
in.
They gonna get blew out at some point in time.
It
I'm
don't
talking.
matter. That's more money for their school.
Yeah, but I'm talking about teams that's that can get in and got a chance to
I don't
upset
care about
everything.
those schools.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't give a shit about them schools. That's their fault for not going undefeated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind
Like I
of
said,
changes all of that now with 12 teams. You ain't got to go undefeated
I
no more.
know, and that's why I want to see the little school. I want to see the Appalachian State that beats the big
Yeah,
schools and
but
it
then
doesn't get no love.
I mean, I get it, but then they just gonna get blew out. It's gonna be a terrible game.
Not
Like
a-
I don't like that, man.
see what I love about that is everybody says that, and then they beat a Michigan or Michigan State or someone during the talk.
How often you think that's gonna happen
Oh, we'll
though?
be talking NFL. Don't worry about it, Jesus.
Yes,
We'll be talking it.
stay tuned. We'll get there. I don't know, man. It just depends on the school to me, as far as like Boise State or something like that, or one of those type of schools. Appalachian State, I do not want to see them keep making playoffs and getting blown out. They could probably win the first round. You know what I mean? Yeah,
That-
exactly. That's what I'm
that's
saying. Like,
hey, that's the problem with college football. No one gives a hell about
hell
anything
no.
except for Georgia, Bama, Ohio State.
Yeah, because
That's an
well,
issue.
no, well, I just said Boise State. I got teams that I think that it'll benefit more. Those teams that be right there, one or two losses, and then they still be in the top 10. You know what I mean? Like some of those type of teams is what I'm talking about. You
Hey,
can't
exactly,
only four
Jesus.
teams, so you can't put them in there. But now you
Listen,
can
he
put
says
those teams in
everybody
there.
wants the popular teams. Not how
No,
competition
also
works.
everybody don't want the popular teams. That's why we got a 12-team tournament. But I'm saying the teams that be like, say you got a Duke that go 10-2 and they in the top 10, they can get in now, or they number 11, they can get in now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Cinderella team.
Hey, salute to Red Jet. Look,
Salute.
like some, not all Cali college teams, we almost never make it to the NCAA. Well, I mean, that's true. You guys are like up there, and then all of a sudden you lose at the end or towards the end, and you get knocked out. That's how it
That's what
works.
that's exactly what I'm talking
And
about right
that's what Jay's on.
Yeah, because Oregon would have had a chance. So many other teams would have had a chance. Tennessee still would have got a chance to get in there
That is
and make
Bobby
some.
G. Shout out to Bobby G. He said you never thought Tampa could win the Super Bowl, but through they got their shot. He said, "F them one losses. They had their chance." Yeah, see, yeah, let the little school ball.
No, Tampa
Let the
Bay
little
had.
school balls.
Tampa Bay, yeah, I can name Tampa Bay's whole bro. That first Super
You
Bowl they
can
got, that was a super team. That was not a Cinderella
no.
team.
Listen, he's not. Listen,
Not this last one either with Tom Brady. That was that he dropped into a defense that was stout and ready.
the
Like
sports
that,
is becoming like WWE, like popularity. It definitely is.
not NCAA. That's why it's 12 teams now. 12 teams is going to change all of that. Now NBA and NFL, yes, for sure. College, no.
Well, see,
They
Red
won't.
J, you talking? See, those are basketball schools in my book.
Oh
Them
yeah, no,
schools
yeah,
actually get recognition. St. Mary's,
that's basketball.
Cal, USF. Yeah, the Dons. I love the Dons. But yeah, see, you get to be in March Madness.
Yeah, they'll never be good at football. They don't recruit well
I
in
mean,
football.
Cal used to be.
Nah, kinda. Yeah, USF had a little run too, but didn't do too much.
See, look, I knew what he was talking about too. You said, you know, damn
They're
well I'm
not
talking
winning.
about Baker.
Yeah, but they didn't win no Super Bowl. They're
Yeah,
not
but
going to win a Super Bowl. They're
you
not
never
getting close.
thought they could win.
I don't. I didn't. I never did.
But they got their shot though. They got into the playoffs. They won a game.
Yeah, that's what the
That's
12 teams
what we
did.
talking about. The little teams.
The Buccaneers is not a little team. You said Appalachian State. The Bucks and Appalachian State is in the NFL are not two different things. That's two different things, yo. Like I could see if you said like the Panthers or something like that. If somebody's super trash, like you said Appalachian State and Tampa Bay, that don't even compare. That don't
This year
compare
they
at all.
weren't Appalachian State this year.
Oh man, they was no, they wasn't.
This year they were
Their
definitely,
division was super trash.
and they were trashing it too. They were like
Yeah,
9-8,
and they slid in there too. They slid
nine
in
and
there.
eight.
They only lost 2 more games than the Chiefs. So how many more games did they lose than the Bills? Like all the top teams, they didn't lose many more games than them. 2 games maybe.
Well, yeah,
The
but I'm
Dolphins,
telling you, that's still. I still want to see the little squad.
now the little squad that I would have been talking about this year would have been the Saints or the Falcons, something like that. If y'all
Said
talking about
Alabama's reign is over.
yeah, Nick Saban gone. They reign
Oh, they
over. Well,
definitely over.
their reign was already over anyway. That's why Nick Saban said this is the right time for me to part ways. You know what I mean? And they already losing a bunch of players in the transfer portal, recruits, everything since Saban left. Bill O'Brien left and came to us, and then he went to the BC. So Alabama, they doomed. But I like the 12 team thing because we see so many teams like Notre Dame end up being number 11, but they got 3 losses. That's the team I'm talking about. 3-loss team could get in there, and if they playing hot at the time, a 3-loss team could go win a championship. I ain't talking about Appalachian State. We'll never see that happen in college football. That because football's different from basketball. It's the better team versus the other team.
I
It's
bet you
this
see
team
them get
versus
in. I bet you they get in.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Is it the rankings? They never high enough to get in, and they never in the top 15. At the end of the season, Appalachian State's never in the top 15 because it's the top 5 Power 5 schools, and then the 7 highest rankings after that. There is no mix up or nothing. It's going by straight rankings. Appalachian State would never be that high.
Look, Bobby says exactly, Jay. Listen to what you're saying. They were in the worst division and had the worst record than a wild card team that and got in.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at them like Appalachian State, who don't even have a chance.
Well, you can't look at it like that. You look at it like, all right, the worst in the shit team in the NFL, the little guy in the NFL was any team that came out of that division this year.
Yeah,
If the
I would have
Saints would have came out or the Falcons
Yeah.
would have came out, that's how you look at
If
it.
the Falcons would have came out, I can understand what y'all saying because that's the Cinderella team right there.
Nah,
The Falcons with
that whole
Desmond Ritter as
division
their
was a
quarterback.
Cinderella team.
Derek
That whole
Carr,
division.
Cinderella. You know what I mean? The Panthers, Bryce Young. That's Cinderella right there. They
Yeah, I
trash.
think that whole division.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, I'm just naming like because shit. You can even go You can even go to the Patriots. They don't have a chance at all. The Jets. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but we're
that's what
talking
I'm
about
talking
teams that
about.
win. Like Appalachian State wins.
Yeah, but y'all said a team that nobody gave a chance. Those are the teams
Nobody
nobody
gave
gave a
Tampa Bay
chance.
a chance in anything.
Man, people was
The whole
talking
year
about
they didn't give him a chance.
people was the Bucks was in the news, bro. They was talking about Baker playing great, doing all this. They got a
Yeah,
chance.
once it came down to it, but they were all saying Saints, and then
Halfway
there were
through the season,
Falcons.
bro. Halfway through the season, they was on Baker's team.
Yeah, halfway through. I get that. But still, they
Yeah.
still didn't give him a shot at the end. They could. The only reason why they got in is because they won the division.
Nobody gave the once Aaron Rodgers went down.
All right,
Nobody.
hey, let's switch it up then. Green Bay. Green Bay sneaked in, slipped right in there,
Yeah,
did their
they
thing.
lost, and then came against the
I'm not worried
superior
about
team.
winning the whole thing.
You know what I'm saying? They came against the superior team and they lost the game.
And they almost beat them. It
No,
took
but
one drive to beat that team.
we operate. I operate in what happened. They lost.
Okay.
You know what I
All
mean?
right.
They lost. Now the
All right,
Lions, on the
so
other hand,
you operate in the fact of teams going to get in there and get blown out.
yes.
You just don't
How
care
many
if it was
times have
one.
we seen that? How many times have we seen that in the playoffs?
I don't care. Give the team the shot is what I'm saying. I don't care if they do get blown out.
I want to see
It
good
doesn't
games.
bother me none.
I want to see good games. I don't want to see blowouts. I hate blowouts, man.
Now,
Early in
I
the
want to
season,
see
that's
teams
fine,
that
but
deserve to get
in big games, I don't want to see that. Yeah,
I want
but
teams that deserve to get in.
They're never going to deserve to get in because they don't never even crack the top 15 by the end.
I put money. I put money. A small squad gets in the next 2 years.
Name a small squad that finished the season in the top 12. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We talking about Cinderella teams.
What do you mean? UCF finished top 10 before.
Yeah, and they had a squad. They had a elite quarterback.
Blake Bortles. Come on now.
And then they had Milton. Milton was balling out too. They had guys. They had a
come on, guys. Come on.
But I'm talking about. You said Appalachian State. You at UCF is bigger.
Yeah, because I'm talking about the little guy.
Yeah, UCF ain't a little guy. They ain't a Power 5 conference.
They are a little guy. They trash.
No, they're not, man.
Jesus says Niners fans were saying if they play their game, they blow out every team, but it doesn't work that way. Exactly.
Well, he ready. He itching to talk about NFL. We getting there. I ain't mad at you either. It's gone. God, you still crave it. I ain't mad at you at all. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see it. We're gonna see teams like Boise State get in. We're gonna see like a Duke get in, a North Carolina. Those type of teams are the teams we're gonna see. NC States, if they only lose 2 games and end up in the top 12, you're in.
See, like a Liberty. Liberty was 13-1.
Yeah, this year. And then what happened? What happened when they played their bowl game?
They were 13-1. I don't know what happened.
They got their ass whooped.
Cool. Then let them get their ass whipped, but they deserve to be in the
terrible
12.
game. Yeah, that was a terrible fucking game, man.
They deserve to be in the 12.
I turned that shit off. They did. You're right. They sure did. They definitely did. But you'll have teams like that, but they're never going to go nowhere.
I'm not worried about them winning the whole thing. I want them to give their chance.
So somebody, you like the fact that somebody get an easy first round win.
No,
whoever
I like the fact that
team
team gets a shot at upsetting the team.
No, I did. I said I didn't know what I asked what conference, and I thought he was looking it up, but he wasn't. But UCF is not Appalachian
UCF
State.
is in the Big 12.
That's what I thought. That's a Power 5 school, right?
They just moved to that this year, though.
Yeah, this year.
They weren't before.
Oh yeah, before they wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know. Like I was asking. Like I didn't know. But UCF, I'm not comparing them to Appalachian State. Mike said Appalachian State. That's what you're missing. He said Appalachian State. They're never getting in the top 12 by the end of the season. That's never happening. They literally got to go undefeated, but they always play Power 5 teams. And unless you upset Michigan that one time that happened, maybe then they upset somebody again after that. That was years ago. They ain't done that since. They had a couple big upsets.
They did it just last year.
Was it? No, I'm talking about big, like beat a number 1 and then beat a number 2,
no,
maybe.
They beat big teams like big teams, not like teams number 1.
No, they beat. What was Michigan?
Said, I don't like when teams cherry pick their schedule like Bama versus Middle Tennessee, Troy, Akron, etc. No more cherry picking.
Well, that's the preseason. That's their preseason. The
Boise
NFL
State
is
over
beginning.
Oklahoma. Hey, listen, that's another one. Boise State beat Oklahoma that one year. That was
I
huge.
said Boise State. I said that like 3 times already. Those are the type of teams I'm talking about, not
Yeah.
Appalachian State.
Listen, we're gonna
Appalachian
look up
State.
Appalachian State's schedule.
Yeah,
They always beat somebody.
yeah. They always beat somebody.
They always take down some big school. Who they beat? And they barely lost to North Carolina. That's crazy.
They play good football, man. But,
I think this is the only year they didn't beat like a big school.
they usually sneak in a good win. They usually sneak in a good win. But I
See,
think it's going to help.
this year they would not have been anywhere.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have. They're
Not
not.
this year. Who was it? Tulane. Maybe it was Tulane would have
Tulane,
been.
yeah. See a team like Tulane. Now, if you say
Well,
Tulane,
see,
yeah,
they're in the same conference.
yeah, but they finished what with 2 losses or something like that. Yes, now a
3.
team like that, 2 or 3
They
losses.
lost it. They got their ass whooped by Virginia Tech in the bowl game.
Right, and then the year before that, they won their division and was a top team in their was the top team in their division.
And
Yeah, they
crushed
went and they
every.
got smacked. They went and they got smacked. I get it, y'all deserved it, but come on, man.
Yeah, that's I want to see them type of squads.
This quick first round exit, I'm with you on that. Yeah, in and out.
That's not what I wanted for. I wanted for that old shit. They beat the top team. Oh no,
That don't happen no more because recruiting, man, the transfer
yeah.
portal, all that.
Let me see it.
These teams is loading up.
They always said a 16 seed would never beat a number 1 seed, and guess what happened? Twice.
Yeah, 2 times. And which league you talking about?
I'm talking about college basketball.
College basketball in a 100-year sport 2 times. Okay, that's the odds of that.
Cool, it can happen.
Yeah,
So it happens this year.
By lightning. So can getting struck by lightning. But how many
14, 15, and a 16 seed all win this year?
Who?
I bet a 14, a 15, and a 16 seed all win this year.
All win what? Oh, in
the tournament.
Yeah, that usually happens.
No, it don't usually happen.
It happens a lot. Yes, it does.
16 seed does not happen a lot.
No, not the 16, the other 2.
15's happened a couple times. The 14, yeah.
14 be happening, but the 16, yeah, that only happened twice. That's not something.
But that's what I'm saying. Make it happen.
This year, anything can happen because they're UConn and maybe Purdue is the 2 definitive best teams. Like, so anybody can.
I don't know, man. Ohio State just beat Purdue and UConn just got blown out by Creighton.
Yeah.
I mean, by 28 points, dude. You remember you got blown out by 28?
Yeah, because they always trying to play through the big man. It's like, man, come on, bro. You can only do so much.
Rough.
He's bigger than everybody. I get it.
But that's Purdue. Purdue trying to be that way. You learn how to defend that
shit. Yeah, both of them, man. Eddie got to carry them, and that's like, hey, bro, that's not Shaq on their team. Like that ain't.
They trying to use him like Yao, and he ain't Yao.
That ain't Anthony Davis. When Anthony Davis was at Kentucky, like that is.
Well, Anthony Davis had a squad around him.
Yeah, but he was the one that carried them boys to where they.
I don't know if he carried them. That was a squad.
He did. Yes, he did.
There's like 4 dudes off that team in the NBA.
Calipari said that himself. Calipari said that himself.
I don't
AD didn't win the championship. AD was that year.
I'm not. I don't care what Calipari.
Defensively, he was the best defensive player in the league.
Well, yeah,
AD was the reason.
Great.
Huh?
Yeah, he was great defensively.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why they did what they needed to do. That defense was crazy. But this year, I don't know, man. It's up in the air for me.
Hey, Zeus says, I remember in soccer, teams like USA beat up Central American blowouts, but doesn't happen as much. Yeah. Soccer is different. Soccer is a whole nother atmosphere.
It's different. Every sport's different from football because you can step on the football field. If you have the best team, the superior team, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win that game. It's that one time that you can lose that game if you don't show up. You know what I mean? And it's usually because the team that was better didn't show up. A lot of times it's not because the other team just was better than you that day. Yeah, they capitalized on your mistakes, stuff like that. We've seen it happen plenty of times.
I have.
Yeah, we've seen it happen plenty of times. So I'm just can't wait to see it, man. It's gonna be a great college football season, man. I'm already ready to watch it.
Can't wait to see it.
They said they gonna offer they offered the players $600 for for their likeness in the game.
Trash. Listen,
Dog.
listen. If you were there for the cheap seats, I went off on about this because this shit is stupid. Listen, they got to get something. They said $600 and a copy of the game that's going to make billions, and
Yes,
I mean
because
billions.
we've been waiting for 14 years, bro, and it's so many people, generations, like the last few generations, like, man, that's all we used to play. That's all we played that more than Madden. Madden didn't get popular until after college went away.
You know why you played that more than Madden? Because you could start in high school, build your way up, pick your college, do all that shit was cool as hell to do.
Yeah, and we used to have battles on the college football, man. Like that was different. Like that was,
Dude,
we played that more than anything.
I honestly hate that it's only $600. $600 should have been way back when they were doing this back then.
Yeah, give them
$600
$6,000
like 14 years ago.
Give them royalties.
Listen, the last time this game was out was 2014.
Right.
That's when $600 was cool. Now it better be like a rack, 2 racks, and a copy of the game. And then they said they're going to give an annual deal if they're on the game multiple years. Cool. Yeah. But that's $600. Come on, what is that?
Right, because they already don't pay. The school already don't pay them for selling all. They sell all them jerseys. They sell all this and all that. That's my name and likeness. That's my likeness. They don't got the names no more. But when they did, they was selling that stuff like crazy and not paying nobody nothing. That's why you get a Johnny Manziel who signing. He said he was up damn near $2 million before he ever got to the NFL.
Exactly, but that's the problem. See, good players need to get paid, but then again, I think they do need to regulate some of it. But $600, come the hell on, EA Sports. What is wrong with y'all?
Millions of people finna buy that game when it come out.
Dude, it is going to be like $2 billion as soon as it drops.
Yes.
Bam, $2 billion.
Immediately.
Right off the rip.
Yes, immediately. I've been waiting on this for so long. Just like when Fight Night. When they come back with a Fight Night, they about to clean up. They are about to clean up.
Oh, yeah, if they come back with a Fight Night.
Why you think UFC is so popular? Because they ain't made a Fight Night.
Shit. Come back with a Fight Night? Dude, I want to see another Def Jam.
Everybody keeps saying that, but I don't see the difference with the thing with Def Jam is that's the music business, and that's
I want to see it.
They're not never doing that because they got to pay them artists. Them artists, they all everybody that I've seen been asked about that said they never got paid for that game. So this time they're going to rape them. They're not going to. That's why they ain't never make another one because nobody got paid.
No, well, that's shitty if they didn't get paid for that game. How did they not get paid?
Because that's the type of stuff that they do. Back then,
their agents weren't on top of their game, man, huh?
You know, the companies wasn't trying to, and they, they game them up. This good promotion. People will go listen to your music, see you on a game, all that stuff. And then they got to license the music that was on the game, and that, the companies, now you got to pay us this. So now that's taken away from the money that they can pay the artists. And the company not going to pay, the record label not going to pay the artists. It's a lot of them that ain't never made no money off their music. They make it touring.
I wouldn't want the new rappers in it. I'd only want old school rappers.
Well, they would put Lil Uzi and
I don't want that trash.
It would be all of them though. They'd be aggressive, Young Thug, and the dress on there.
Ass whipped right away. You can't pick them dudes. They just they got pacifiers in their mouth. They got different colored hairs. They all got little or baby in front of their name. Straight trash.
You need to make one with the old school niggas like Prince and Mike and all them.
Do shit like that. Do East Coast versus West Coast, but make it old school.
Make it old school, man. But they definitely not gonna do that because everybody gonna want too much money to do that now. It's just
God,
the whole
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I hate that too. It messed up a lot of stuff, man. It messed up because they was been supposed to make another one of them. It didn't happen though. So yeah.
Look, Crystal said 600 ain't even a stimulus check. You're damn right it ain't. That's the problem.
Exactly.
And they get that one time.
That's crazy, bro.
Billions of dollars, and you giving $600 out. Granted, it's 134 FBS teams, and it's every player on there. But
I'm just going to the top.
Fight Night is a wrap. UFC is easier because it's a one league, not individuals.
Nah, they talk about making another Fight Night.
Well, they might, but he's saying that, and I understand what he's saying because you just pay UFC. You don't have to go to each guy.
Oh yeah. No, No, I get that.
UFC, like each guy in Fight Night, you have to pay money to put their likeness on there. So it's a problem.
No, I get that. They already talking about making another Fight Night though.
There is already a boxing game out, but it's like it's not Fight Night.
All that stuff be trash, bro.
It's cool as hell. No,
the UFC stuff. I like the UFC, but
I played this other boxing. It's good.
Is it?
I actually enjoy it.
I need some.
Tom's got it. He plays it. He played it.
I need some fight night, man.
I gotta find out what it is again. I'm gonna have you download it because you got a 5. He plays it.
Yeah, let me know what it is. And
It
while
might be
we
on only on the PC though. I have to see.
yeah. Um, FS Florida State and Clemson on their way
There
to
it is.
the.
He knows what it is right now. Undisputed.
Oh yeah. I played that. I played the Undisputed and what was the other one?
Is that what it is
Ain't it
though?
ain't it two of them? It's
I don't
two of
know.
them.
I just know whatever Don played. He said they came out with like a beta and then they actually put it out. Like it was.
It was one, and then I thought it was another one. I thought it was two of them. Maybe I don't know. I ain't played that in so long, but I do know what game that is. So I just didn't like it.
I don't know. I
But
mean, nothing's ever gonna be like Fight Night, but
yeah. But while we talking college football, Florida State and Clemson on their way to the SEC. They
when?
changing it. Supposed to be this year.
No, they can't switch it like that because they weren't even supposed to do that yet. So it has
No,
to
they
be.
said they already. Yeah, said they left. They said they leave, and they didn't say exactly when.
They
But
might say they're leaving.
but the way that they said it said that they're gone. Like they left. That they left for the SEC. So we'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be a whole different season coming up. It's about to be the Wild Wild West, man. It's about to be a crazy season, man. I'm telling you, the Pac-12 only got two teams. They they got two Notre Dames.
Look, what is this? This says 5 days ago, Florida State and Clemson announced SEC move before the end of the year. Talking about this coming up here,
Okay, yeah.
and Big Ten targets North Carolina and Virginia.
Why, man? We're gonna be the Big 18.
No, it's already the Big 18. It's going to be fucking the Big 20s. Might as well be Big 2-0. That's what they're doing.
That's crazy. Why so? It's gonna
As
be
they said, look at MLB playoffs last year. Dodgers and Braves lost mid-tier teams, Philly and Arizona. Listen, and I loved it. I loved every bit of that.
I ain't watching. So
I know you don't watch no baseball, but
I'm gonna get on it though. I'm gonna get on it. Watch some baseball this season.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I see it, I believe it, Jay.
Yeah, man. I could probably get through a game now because these scores be like 30-0 and shit. So
Hey, my boy Brian, that's what I'm talking about. He said, smash that
yeah.
like button. Thanks, my man.
Press the like button over and over again, over and over again.
Over
Yeah,
and over again. We gonna sing some Nelly and Tim
yeah.
McGraw.
And it's funny we had that talk about the salary cap and all that in the NFL, and they increased it to
Yeah, it
255.
was already going up 30 million.
30 million, 30.6. This is the record high,
Now it's
255 million.
255.
Yeah, it's 255. Yeah, 255 million. It was a 30 million increase. Which
Everybody happy now.
I mean, if we can keep T Higgins, we is.
Yeah, they franchised him.
Yeah, good. I'm glad he signed it because I ain't
But if
even
they're
checked
smart,
it.
they trade him.
Yes. No, wow, yes. You know what's so crazy? Keep him until hey, listen, bro. If keep him, let him ball out, keep him as long as you can keep him, and then trade him when that
Shit,
deadline.
I'm talking about trade him now before the
Nah,
draft.
nah. Get his stock up a little bit more. Go,
No. Listen.
bro.
Listen
We
to
trying
me.
to clean up.
Listen to me. Trade him, trade that number 18, and move the hell up.
That put us back.
You might be able to move up in that up.
We ain't trying to accumulate more money though, man.
Maybe get Malik Neighbors. Ooh.
We don't want to do that because then we got Chase and Neighbors, and Neighbors going to.
Yeah, you got 5 years before you're gonna have to pay Neighbors. 5 years.
Yeah, you
Chase
are right.
gets paid next year, so you be all right.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You drafted a wide receiver anyway.
That's fire though. That's fire though, man.
Listen, Jesus says he's asking, will they keep JB6?
Yeah.
They already have.
Yeah.
As far as what I've read, they already have. They got rid of AJ McCarron. I think they do. They're going to keep JB just in case because they know.
They know the other JB going down at some point in time.
They know JB9 taking a.
If he get injured again, I'm petitioning to trade him. He got to go, man. Like for real.
Here first. Jay said Burrow hurt.
Yes. Yes. He done been injured down there every year almost. Like what the hell, man? He's turning into Joey Bosa, man. You better have a full season this year.
Listen, he always does. If you look at it, every time he comes off injury, he has an amazing year.
Yeah, I need him to do that again.
I mean, last time he did, he came off injury. They went to the Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl. Go win that this time, though. That's all I need. We get
I don't
back.
know.
We beat
So
the
many stuff
Chiefs. We
going
win the
against
Super
three
Bowl.
Peters.
Unless they cheat us again. If they cheat us again, then yeah, we ain't.
That three Peters is gonna be out there. I don't know, man.
Nah, hey, I'm not gonna bet against them.
I'll tell you right now, if the Chiefs get like a Mike Evans or a Brandon Ayuk, woo,
I don't think they're gonna do all that, but
sick.
if they do, yeah, they
Just one
definitely.
of them guys. I'm not saying both, just one.
I don't think they're gonna get one, but if they do, that's insane. That's
I think
cheating.
that's when they sacrifice that defense just to get one
That's
of them
cheating.
guys.
That's cheating, bro. Then Kelsey, they're gonna have to think about
That's
Kelsey.
cheating.
That's cheating if they get Mike Evans. Ayuk, not so much, but if they get Mike Evans, that's cheating. That's super cheating. He's the
Listen,
best wide receiver in the NFL and has been.
Jesus says
And-
NFL draft full of good wide receivers like Xavier, Weaver, and Pickney. Listen, all them dudes. Wilson
Mhm.
coming from Michigan, Xavier Worthy from Texas.
Yeah.
What's his name? The Yak God from small school, but
You got Brock Bowers.
Malik Conley. That's his name. Dude's a killer.
Yeah, it's good. It's yeah.
Oh, hey, Red Jet, I already have that. Listen, we'll talk about that right now. That was what you saw playing when you came on earlier.
Yeah.
Pre-show. Cam Newton was fighting at his 7-on-7 camp. Dude started beating on him.
Who was he fighting?
The TSP crew, just guys there ran up on him while he was sitting there and they started beating on him. They were fighting. They had to pull him apart. It was messed up.
Damn, they ran up and snuffed him though.
Yeah, it's what it looked like at first, and then they started fighting. And they finally yanked him apart. Look, no one respecting Cam Newton. He running that mouth, and he doesn't. Listen, he needs to understand he does not have all that shit to run his mouth. You need to calm down, Cam. Stop calling these players this. Stop saying this. Dude, you are really nothing. You had your best year was 2015.
MVP.
That is what you did.
MVP. Hey.
Yeah, that was his best year. After that, straight decline.
Cam did better than a lot of these quarterbacks.
But he has no room to call out certain players or act a certain way. He needs to calm down with his Miss Doubtfire looking ass. Chill out with all that dressing.
Hey, listen, you got a platform, talk your shit. You just got to deal with the repercussions.
TSP is just part of whatever the football stuff that there was going on over there.
You got to deal with the repercussions, man. You say some stuff, somebody ain't gonna like it. If they beat you up, then you got to take it.
Remember there was some years ago when he was running a camp and he got in some little kid's face and was yelling at this little kid about to fight this little teenager.
Yeah, probably was about to get dunked on his head.
He has problems, man. He has problems.
That boy got CTE. He ran too much.
Reggie, I told Niners fans, do not listen to someone that cried after losing their own Super Bowl. Yeah, look, Jesus says, I don't think Cam took his career serious or the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Reggie says he looked worse than I do after I rolled out of bed ashy and stank. Oh, my God. That is hilarious. He got that stupid hat on with his shit poking through, and he looked like a bonnet. What the hell is he doing, man?
They think they fashion icons, man.
He started wearing all them scarves and shit, like long-ass scarves, like women's scarves.
All right, man. Eric Bieniemy ended up in college and out of the NFL, bro.
Yep. Horrible. And
I've been saying forever, stop going from OC to head coach if you ain't been a head coach. Just be the great OC. You can make the money still. Now your ass about to be at UCLA prepping to be the head coach because he offensive coordinator and assistant head coach, associate head coach.
Listen,
come on, bro. Now you're not even in the NFL no more. You went from the Chiefs
bad for that dude
winning Super Bowls to not even in the NFL no more. That is,
I feel bad as hell for Bieniemy because he should be head coaching somewhere.
Yes.
He should already have his job locked up. Now he's going down to UCLA, being their offensive coordinator and an associate head coach. He's signed a 2-year contract, so he'll probably be back up. Hopefully, someone wakes the hell up and says, "Hey, we're gonna use this dude. We're gonna hire him." Because
let the black man eat, man.
Listen, you know what the Panthers need to do? The Panthers need to hire this dude, even though they've gone through 5 head coaches in 4 years.
Somebody need to hire
Absolutely
him.
Ridiculous.
He'll fix their offense. Somebody need to hire him, man. That's crazy. He ain't even in the NFL, bro. That's crazy.
You know
Look,
what?
look at where he came from. That's one of the biggest busts.
You know where
If
he
he
could
don't
end
go
up?
back,
He could end up a Bears head coach next year if they don't do nothing. Eberflus will get fired.
he
He
need
could
to.
he could head up Philly because Nick Sirianni's gone if they don't do nothing.
Yeah. Well, I got a bigger bust than the two we was talking about too.
Bigger bus than what? What do you mean?
Jamarcus Russell and Ryan Leaf.
Oh, all right.
I got
He could end up the Jets. Robert Saleh could be gone.
Yeah. Oh, I think he. Listen.
I think he
Depending
on
on
the
what
line. See what happens
depends
this
on
year.
what the season go like with Aaron Rodgers back out there. If they don't do
I think
nothing,
that
he's out of there.
changes.
Yeah, he's out of there for sure.
Who else? Who
For
else
sure.
can get a nice job?
Uh, shit.
Oh, Dallas.
He just got a coach. Dallas. I don't know.
Dallas.
Jerry Jones ain't hiring him.
I think that'd be
He
the
should.
biggest splash he could do. That'd be the
Yeah,
biggest
he
change.
should.
Mike McCarthy out, bring the enemy in. I think
Uh,
that'd be
we
the biggest thing he could do.
we seen Jerry Jones standing outside the school when they was doing that bullshit back in the day. He not, he
Hey,
not hiring. He's not hiring him.
that's why they would do it. That's why he would do it. Try to erase some of that shit. Be like, hey, we're gonna bring him in. Hey, you
See,
saw what he did, right? Listen, you saw what he did already, right?
who Jerry? What he do?
He reached out to somebody he despises.
Who?
He reached out to Jimmy Johnson.
I was about to say. I know you ain't talking about Jimmy.
He reached out to him and said, hey, I want to bring you in as an advisor. Hire Jimmy
Jimmy,
Johnson so Jimmy Johnson can help do what needs to be done.
yeah, Jimmy would never be his coach again because you ain't the coach if you play for Dallas. That's the problem. That's
Well,
why you don't
you
go there.
remember what happened with them too. They got at it because Jimmy told Jerry to F off a bunch of times,
Yeah,
and Jerry couldn't control Jimmy.
because Jerry wanted all the credit for them damn Super Bowls and the success.
Jimmy
No,
told him to F
everybody
off.
gave it to Jerry, like they
Look,
should.
Jesus says Salah will be fired mid-season. Hey, if shit ain't
Depending on
going
what
the right
Aaron Rodgers
direction,
do.
if it ain't
If
going
they
the right direction, he definitely
right,
could take. See you
if
later.
they at the top of their division, then he'll be fine.
Oh yeah, if Rodgers is
Yeah,
hitting stride, they got that offense going because that defense will be fine. They got that offense running, he'll be all right. But I'll tell you right now, if they midway through 3-5 or something like that, he's out of there.
yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, they're gonna
See
get
you
him out
later,
of there.
buddy.
They'll get
Go
their
be a
whole team.
DC somewhere again because I mean you're good at that.
Fire both coordinators. Fire him. Fire all. Pull a Philly.
Hey, just move the Jets. Just go ahead and move them out of New.
Yeah, for real. Like for real, for real. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Ain't nobody got time for a bum coach that can't take Aaron Rodgers and do nothing with him.
You know, Jesus, that kind of is correct. I mean, you got the Dolphins, the Bills. I mean, the Patriots are at the bottom now, but you got the Dolphins and the Bills ahead of you. So you're
It used
fighting
to
right
be.
now with that squads.
I think it used to be. I don't think it's that hard no more.
I think we're going to see because again, if the Bills can do what they did this past, well, they got to change that shit up again.
Yeah,
They
I
got
was
to
about
do
to say,
something.
Mike, come on, man.
They
Everybody
made
keeps
that
saying
run at
the
the end.
Bills,
If they can
if.
contain some of that,
Yeah. I'm
they'll be all
tired
right.
of hearing. I don't want to hear about the Bills no more, man. They
The
keep talking about
Dolphins.
the Bills.
Hey, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs last year, and they
I
barely
don't,
squeezed their ass
yeah,
in.
I don't think they're gonna make it this year. If they do this, if they have the same season they had last year, that won't be enough this year. I don't think.
I mean, look at what they did though. They started using the running back and they started winning games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then they
And
did
that's
the
what
same thing they do every year in the playoffs.
they got to make sure they always keep a running back so Jared or Josh Allen don't be trying to be the running back and the quarterback. That's what they
Shit.
do.
They need to do something with themselves.
They
But
got to have a running back.
the Jets, I think the Jets will win the division last year. And then Aaron Rodgers took 3 breaths and hiked the ball 3
And it was
times and
over.
was out.
He
He's like,
got rushed on all them passes. On them couple passes he threw, he got rushed, and then he got
oh yeah,
injured.
they need to beef up that. They need to
Yes,
beef it up.
the offensive line, they don't got
Jesus
no
says
choice.
Bills, Browns, Dolphins had too many injuries. That's shit.
Yes, Bengals, come on, man. Joe
The
Burrow was
Browns
too
had 26% of their team.
gone.
Just
It's gone.
we
But
had
a lot of
garbage
teams
men
had
playing.
injuries. It was a lot of teams had a lot of injuries
Oh
this
yeah.
year.
Listen,
Yeah.
the only thing I don't want for next year is the quarterbacks. A lot of big quarterbacks went down.
Yeah, 8
They
of them.
changed some things up, but I want the year to be the same. I want it to be week 15. We're seeing the 30 teams still trying to get in.
Everybody playing for
People
something.
fight. That shit was amazing to me because you're like, holy shit, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
Usually
Great
we know
football.
by trade deadline. All right, these are the 16 teams. That's it. We already know who's winning. Now it's holy shit. We have no clue, and I
Shit's
want
up
that.
in the air, baby. I
Yes,
love
I
it.
want that.
I
What
love
Red
it.
Jet said. Things is a lot of players coming back from injury. It's a coin flip if they return stronger or not, and that'll be the whole thing. He'll be
Yep.
like, listen, there's gonna be like 20 players vowing for comeback player of the year.
Yep.
If they all come
Oh
out
yeah.
hard, they all gonna be battling for. They might as well give that award to a lot. There's gonna be a double award because there's gonna be like everyone's gonna be pissed.
Double
Because
award.
Burrow does his thing, Chubb does his thing, Rodgers does his thing. I mean, Kirk Cousins comes out and does some balling out shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I think in Aaron Rodgers, I think he might be the one that's got the best chance. Him, Joe Burrow, because we know what those two
But
guys
that's
can
because he
do.
ran out on the field and again took
Yeah,
3 deep breaths and was
Deshaun too.
3 times.
Deshaun, he on the hot seat for me, man.
Who? Watson?
Yes. He better not get injured. He better
Oh
not
yeah,
have
there
a
better be
bad
no
season.
injuries and you better play the whole season.
Yes. Even if y'all don't have a good season, it better not be his fault.
He better have a good season regardless of the fact.
Yes, because they
If our team falters, it can't be his fault.
Yes. 230. I know the owners is like, I hope he have another bad season. So it's like, never do that again. Don't ever guarantee 230. Now you got these quarterbacks who
Don't ever challenge Cleveland.
Dak might want $60 million a year. Jerry better slap, boy. He better not give Dak $60 million a year.
I swear to God.
He better not.
Any damn team but the Giants give that man $60 million a year, we're gonna have a real issue because I cannot believe anybody would trust Dak that much. $60 million?
Giants and the Falcons for me is the only two teams that should be paying him that money. Nobody else better pay him that.
No, the
Jerry
Falcons
better
not either. I don't want the Falcons. He'll go
they
there and ruin Bijan Robinson's career. Hell
they
no.
shouldn't. They shouldn't, but I would understand if they did. But yeah, you're right though, man.
Hell no. Listen, they got some talent on that team. They are a quarterback away.
Yeah.
If they listen, if Kirk Cousins, if the Vikings say we're not keeping you or whatever, and they go a different direction, I'm paying Kirk Cousins to come to Atlanta and say, hey, look, come here. You got talent, you got a defense, you got a running back that is magnificent. I mean, this boy, he straight said he wants to run for 2,000 yards this coming up here, and he damn well could. Bijan said I want 2,000.
With that offensive line, they got a decent offensive line, but 2,000.
And plus, he's versatile. But I mean, he'll definitely get 2,000 together. He's definitely
going to get
1,000 receiving.
Scrimmage, from scrimmage, like total yards, even
I mean, look, what that shows me is in that mindset. I love that's his mindset. Like, listen, I wasn't used the correct way, but this next year I'm about to bust loose, and ain't nobody stopping me.
Do you think we gonna have Chris Johnson, Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson? Like, you think we gonna have any of those guys again? Like, that's just out there,
just him
getting down near 2,000 yards a season down there. Like,
he would be the only one I could say out of any of these people right now.
Yeah, because Chubb was the best thing we've had in a while, man. He wasn't
CMC, but they're getting older. They're getting older, and they're more. And CMC is more used in the pass game, so I don't think he'll ever get the 2,000.
About straight rushing yards.
He was only 400 yards away from it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm talking about straight rushing yards, like you know the play, and you still can't stop that play. We had those type of guys. Are we gonna have those? Derrick Henry probably was the last one that was like, that they're doing it. They'll do that same play 3 times in a row, and Derrick Henry gets yards and probably break one for a long ass touchdown. He's probably the last one. You think we'll see anything else like that? Like I'm talking about every time.
But I think he's the last one that could be that.
Yeah, I think so too. Bijan and what's the one kid name? I'm gonna think of it. I'll bring it.
Hold on. Hey, Jesus says so many overrated, overpaid QBs like Jones, Dak, Cousins, Wilson, Geno, Goff, Tannehill, etc. Enough overpaid of these overrated quarterbacks.
Listen, but Russell Wilson earned every bit of money he got. He just don't deserve it no more. He earned what he got. He don't deserve to get no more though.
I'm cool. Yeah, you overpaying those guys is one thing, but dude, some of those guys, Goff deserves his money.
Goff.
He done did his thing. He done did his thing. Yeah. I give it to Cousins too. He does his thing.
It's gotta give it to Dak too because Dak.
Dak's a light skin Tony Romo.
Dak was trash, but they paid him off the regular season. They played him off. Dak's amazing. Yes, that's
Playoff
how they
man,
pay him.
shit can. Same
Shit
with
can.
Kirk Cousins. When the lights
Kirk
come
Cousins.
on, he's like a
Yes,
cockroach. He runs away.
yes, yes.
But
I get
I
what
can
he's saying.
understand.
I do get what he's saying, but they all do deserve the money that they already got. Now, another big contract and get more money? Nah, 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 nah. We're not
Yeah,
doing that. No, you're not getting market value. None of that,
yeah,
bro. No,
none of
no,
those
hell,
guys.
none of those guys. No way. No way. But the money that they already got paid, they do deserve that. They played to get that money because they got paid off the regular season. No, well, nah, because Russell got him a Super Bowl and he got him the two Super Bowls, and then the bad play call had nothing to do with Russell. Russell should have two Super Bowl wins.
Yeah, Russell should have two
Yeah,
SB
he should-
wins, and
yes,
I mean he did his thing. It was towards the end of that. I get
yes.
it.
But they paid him for that. That's what they
The
paid him for.
Broncos did. The Broncos should never paid him
No,
what they did.
no, 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 never.
That was the problem. That's where the contract went bad. The Seattle
Yes,
contract was cool. It was the one that he got when he went to Denver. That
yes,
was where the issue lied.
yes.
Or
And
like
that's
the one that he transferred over to Denver. That's and they
yeah, I
added
would have
on
never
to
done
it.
that. Yeah, I would have never done that. The Dolphins, Xavier Howard, you said they got rid of him, but they're clearing
Yeah.
some cap space though. That was the
Huh?
cap space thing.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna snag that dude straight up.
Hell yeah, immediately. And they stupid for letting him go. They better have a replacement. I think they got one, but I don't know. I
Well,
don't
this
know yet.
draft's full of good secondary,
I
good
think they might
defense.
already have one on their team. Like, of course they're gonna draft, but I think they already got one on their team. I can't think of his name right now, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't really look into the Dolphins like that, so I don't really know. I'll check though. But I think they got another guy though, man. But I don't know, man. The league is. I like that they raised the cap. That was good. Extra 30 million. That's fire. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you got a little more wiggle room. You know what I mean? If they could just keep doing that every couple years, like not forget that
They
every
do
few
do that
years.
every so years, but it's not usually it's not 30 million.
That's what I'm saying. I need them to do that right there. That you know what I mean. Let 5 years go by, then give them another 30. You know what I mean. 3 years go by, give them 25 or something. You know what I mean? Like give them, just keep giving them until everybody you can keep at least four core players, dog. Like the year when you got to pay all these guys, of course you can't keep all of these guys, but you should be able to keep so many of them, man. Like 3 or 4 of the core
Let's
dudes,
not
man.
go back to this shit.
I know, man, but you know how I feel about
Where
that.
you should
Well,
be
we
able
got
to pay all the players, keep them
well,
for the rest of their life. Shit. Let's
yes,
not
but
do that.
see, I never said that. I'm saying like I never said that
You
because
said you want to keep your core players and no one else ever.
I
They should
want
have
to.
never go nowhere else.
Yes, if I can pay him,
That's
I'm
the
going to
problem.
keep him. I'm going to keep him. But then you might come across this other dude, and I'm like, oh, all right, now I got to let you go so I can
I'm
make
gonna
this
tell them
move.
core players to stop taking so much money,
They're never going to do that because they
and
get
that's their
CTE.
problem.
They get CTE and injuries. They end up retiring and
Oh,
even
I'm sorry. You're
right.
so stupid.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
instead of getting
yeah.
paid 15
Now
million, you
pay
get
them.
paid 12. That's an issue. Come
Now
on
pay them.
now.
The owner's
12
sitting back.
million.
The owner's sitting back making billions off of you. Get
I,
your money.
listen, if that's how they're going to look at it, they're going to lose every time. Stop looking at what the
I
owners do.
want my bread.
Stop
I
looking at
want
what
my.
the owners do.
No, that's how every business works. I want my
Oh,
bread.
cool. Stop looking at what the owners do. You're never going to make as much as them. Not one of these players are ever going to make as much as them owners. So stop
I
looking.
need. I don't want to make as much as you, but I want to make as much as I feel like
So
I'm
then you're
worth.
going to have to go play for a sorry ass team. And then
And that's what they doing now too.
that's trash. Stop doing
West
it.
Side, and that's
Stay
another
blessed,
thing.
stay on the team and win a
Right,
championship.
and that's another thing that goes into what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they're gonna go take the money over here on this trash team because they ain't got nobody over there because they couldn't afford nobody. So we gonna pay this one player, and then that's all we got. Like, that's stupid to me. Like, why not be able to keep my team and build a nice team? You can't even do that no more. You know what I mean? They trying, but
Man.
you can't, man. It's
These
always
players
gonna be
demand
the
too much
same.
money.
The small market teams, they always gonna be at the bottom. Always, because once you get to the point where I can't keep my guys, then yeah, we gonna be trash because I can't pay no damn body. I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucked up, but that's just how the league is, man. We'll never see certain teams that's never got a chance. It's a reason why they never got a ring.
Yeah.
They never had the team. You know what I mean? They never had the team, but we'll see how that helps.
Look, Jesus says, I'd rather go draft and build a QB so when Purdy's contract is up, they already have a guy studying the plays and taking reps. Hey,
Yep.
guess what? There's a team that does this religiously and does it amazingly. Green
Yep.
Bay Packers. They
Yep.
do it the way it's supposed to be done. Star player, they let him play for some years. They see what's coming. They draft a QB.
Oh,
They give that QB 3 years behind that guy so he learns. And then they cut that big QB Bring in the young buck, and he is always right there.
They
Rodgers
only,
sat behind Favre for 3. Love sat
yeah,
behind Rodgers for
but
3.
they've only had 3 quarterbacks in like 30 years.
And they've been great with them, though. Their quarterbacks have all been good. It's the
Yeah,
rest of the team that has been trash.
they got a Super Bowl out of 2 of them. Jordan
Yeah, they
Love,
got a Super Bowl out of Aaron and Favre. I mean, Favre should have got more than that, but he ended up.
Or he came up against them Broncos, man. Them Broncos, that defense was crazy. That defense was
Yeah, what was
crazy.
that,
Terrell
98?
Davis, 98. Terrell
Yeah,
Davis.
98 TD, Shannon
Oh.
Sharp,
No, it was 97.
Todd Smith,
It was
McCafferty.
97. The Packers played
Was
the
it
Patriots.
97?
They played the Patriots in 96 and they won that, and then they played
No, it's 97, 98.
No, they played the Patriots too. They won against the Patriots.
Yeah, but it was 97, 98.
No, I don't think so.
They didn't play the
Maybe it was. Maybe
Who are you
it
talking
was.
about?
They played Drew Bledsoe in them.
Won 97 and 98.
No, I'm talking about the Packers. The Packers.
Well, then the Packers.
They won in
Packers
96.
2 in a row.
They went to like no, they beat the Patriots, then they played Denver 2 times in a row. That was my mom's favorite team. That's the only reason.
Then they beat the Patriots in 96, right? Then they
yeah,
lost.
they beat the Patriots,
97,
then they lost 2 in a row.
Back to back.
Yes, Broncos went back to back. Yes. Because the Packers went to 3 in a row. Brett Favre should have had 2 of those Super Bowls, but Terrell Davis was unstoppable at that time. Terrell Davis.
The Broncos went. The Packers
Yeah,
went
they did.
3 in a row. Broncos
No,
the Packers twice.
They played the Packers twice, and then they played the Falcons won after that. The Falcons won in
the Broncos beat the Falcons in 98.
Yeah.
And then beat
the Dirty Bird. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Favre in 97 because the Dirty Bird, the 98 year was
it was the Dirty Bird. Yeah. So the Broncos went to 2 in a row, and then the Packers went to 3 in a row because they beat Drew Bledsoe in them. I remember that. I remember that's crazy. I remember watching that damn Super Bowl. I remember watching all of them.
Yeah, I remember all that shit too.
I remember watching all of them. That shit was fire because you watched that, then you got to watch Michael Jordan and the Bulls beat everybody right after that. Like that shit used to be fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Jesus says if the Niners draft a QB like Spencer Rattler and let him learn and not overpay Purdy, listen, you're giving Purdy his money, and everybody needs to chill out on the Spencer Rattler talk.
Yeah, no, they're not.
The hell out.
They're never doing that.
He stole his arm at camp at this and that. He can't play the game because he got cut by what was it? 2 teams let him go.
Yeah,
and then he went to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Everybody's pulling that shit down.
Yeah. But the Niners not drafting him. No, if they draft a quarterback, it'll be in the late rounds when the draft.
They're saying Spencer might get drafted in like. I don't know. Spencer's stock rose way up, so some team's going to take him and he's going to bust out.
Yeah, but you paying Purdy, so you don't go get Spencer if you paying Purdy.
Spencer is not this hype, and I don't know why everybody's blowing up about this dude. Tell me, the guy lost all college. He never won nothing.
Well, I'll give you this. At Oklahoma, he had that 1 year where Oklahoma was running through everybody, and I believe he got injured and was never the same after that. He was injured. He got injured and never was. It was like his first year playing for them. They was killing.
And he got beat out. He got beat
out. Yeah. He was never the same. He got injured. He was never the same. Yep. And then he went to South Carolina and
he started there, but he just wasn't. He wasn't in. South Carolina. They're one of those schools. They're hitting. They're like North Carolina. They can be good. They can be good, but
and they ain't been good since Marshawn Lattimore. When Marshawn Lattimore was the best running back. He was the best running back.
Then he took that gruesome ass injury and it was a problem.
Yeah. His knee. Oh my. And they kept showing it too. They was disgusting.
He got his ass whooped.
Yeah, oh my goodness. That was You think the Patriots should move on from Mac or at least bring in the quarterback? Maybe they get Spencer Rattler and
they should listen as soon as Mayo was hired, I would have walked right. I would have called all the QBs in. Hey guys, you're all out of here. Get your shit and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, y'all all out of here. Get your shit and get out of here.
Every single one of you. We're gonna draft 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We're taking shots at all the quarterbacks.
Listen, bro, you got to do what you got to do, man.
To be honest, they should be the team that brings in like a Flacco or somebody to be in there, let him play while the young guy sits.
You don't think Flacco about to retire? You think he's coming back?
Flacco should, but I don't know. The Browns are still talking about extending him. There's all sorts of shit going around. Look,
Man,
Jesus says top 5 QBs: Burrow, Mahomes, Herbert, Lamar, Allen. Highly skilled over all the other QBs. Those are franchise. Yeah, you're right.
man, y'all, I'm tired of y'all getting this Herbert stuff, man. Like Herbert ain't showing me that he's that guy. I'm gonna put Trevor Lawrence in there before I put Herbert in there. Trevor Lawrence then showed me that he got the talent, he got the arm, and he can do it. He can be a great
Herbert
player.
did show us that first year, and then after that, he had no
Yeah, that's
coaching.
what I'm saying. Baker did the same thing. Like that's so you're not really saying much to me. I ain't saying he's not that. I'm saying you know me, Mike. I gotta see it. You gotta
I think
show
we're
me.
gonna see it this year. I think this year changes a lot for him.
Yeah, I want to see it. I do because I like Herbert. He's a NFL ready quarterback. I want to see him do good. I do. I really I like him. But you got to show me. I'm never giving you nothing until you show me. Sorry, I can't do it. Now, you see, I gave Baker his props. He was in the trash division, but you did
Oh yeah,
what you had to
dude,
do, and you
20.
played your ass off. Yeah,
What was he like? 26-8. I mean,
yeah,
the dude
yeah.
was good.
That's the biggest improvement for me was that the turnovers. Like I'm with him. I liked it. He did a real good. He had a real good season. I gave him his props, but man,
Lawrence is overrated in a sense because he'll do the job, and then all of a sudden he'll. It's like he's got a switch, and it's always on and off, flicking. It goes back and forth.
I think Herbert overrated too. That's right now. That's how I feel. He can change my mind, but I don't know, man. If I got to go with Herbert or Lawrence, I'm gonna probably pick Lawrence over Herbert
Well,
right
see, I'm going Herbert.
now. And a lot of people are. A lot of
Yeah.
people would pick Herbert over Lawrence for sure. But I don't know if I can do it. Shit, I'll put Stroud in there over both of them after the season he just had.
Well, yeah, Stroud. But hey, listen, I'll tell you right now,
He's gonna do it again.
I got to see this next year because there's always that sophomore slump they call it. If he
He's
doesn't have
gonna,
that dude is something else.
no, he's gonna do it again.
I hope
He's
so.
gonna do
I
it
hope
again.
so. But there's always that slump, that sophomore slump.
Nah, man, he gonna do it. But we also haven't seen a rookie quarterback come out and have a season like him though. So this never happened before. So we gonna see if he has the sophomore slump. You know what I mean? Like true rookie. Like not you set for 1 year and then you came out and played. Like
Yeah, true rookie.
Patrick Mahomes set for 1 year and you see what he done since. Ben Roethlisberger set for 1 year and you see well not even 1 year. When it like 2 games.
Yeah, a couple
And
games.
then Maddox went down in the second game, and he seen what he did after that. So CJ came in from day one, and he balled out, and I think he'll do it again. Um, we got a crazy quarterback class too, man. They keep saying Caleb Williams is the top guy, man, but I feel like yes, he is talented. Like you have to pick him first. He's the top guy, the top talent, all of that. But I don't think he's going to be the most successful one out of that draft.
Nope.
I don't. I don't. And if I had, I'm man. I like Drake May. I like Drake May. He just a bad decision maker, man. When it's time to win the game, that plagued North Carolina for so many times. Like honestly, man, Bo Nix, man, is the one that I'm gonna put my money on, man. Is Bo Nix to have a eventually be in there and on the Brock Purdy train, and he gets some action like that somewhere,
Nah,
depending on where he go. Depending on where you go, because a few of them is coming in to be quarterbacks right away.
they are, and I just I truly believe the Bears trade out, and I think whoever moves up takes Caleb Williams. You know, whoever whatever team it is, but I'm not high on Williams.
Me
I mean, I
neither.
think he's got talent. It matter to me. It's a mental thing for me. I
Yeah,
need that to get in check. I need that correct.
yeah, that's why I say Bo Nix for me, man.
Still all over the place, but I
Yeah,
need his head right. Drake
yeah,
May, I think Drake May had too much on his shoulders.
yeah,
He kept trying to do it all on his own because he didn't have anybody. I mean, he had that running back that was a monster, but that's
yeah,
it. That's all he ended up having.
yeah.
And then,
So
Bo Nix did what he did, but Bo Nix been in college for like 10 years,
I
man.
know that's why I'm going with Bo Nix. I'm telling you,
Like
bro.
10
Hey,
years. That's like Brandon Whedon. Brandon Whedon, like
it's, uh,
28 when he came out.
yeah, man. But and Bo did some good things at Auburn too. We seen what he did for Oregon. He
Yeah,
did some
Bo,
good.
hey, listen, Bo can come out. I think he'll be good on a good team.
I really
I
do.
think Jaden Daniels, to be honest, will be the one depending on where he
Jaden Daniels, I
goes.
forgot about Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I think he's gonna be one of the good ones too.
Because I
His
think
third
if
season.
he goes to the right team, I think that'll be great. And right now,
Yeah,
listen, the Giants and the Raiders are trying to get up. The Vikings, I heard, are trying to get up to that top spot. People are trying to move up to get that top spot to get Caleb.
I think
On
it's
the
going.
Bears,
I
I'm
think
listening. I'm staying in the top 10, but
Caleb
I'm
Williams.
listening.
I'm just not high on him, man. I know you got to take him because he's the top guy, but man,
You
you
ain't
don't
got
want
to
to
do
be the
shit.
guy because if he turned out to be good and you didn't pick him with the first pick, you're an idiot. So you probably won't have a job nowhere for a while. So you have
Oh,
to pick the
see,
guy. Because even
that
if you pick him and he a bust, it's like, all right, that's the guy we was gonna pick. He's the top talent. It happens.
I see. My thing is, if you the Bears GM, you can't go wrong. Hey, look, if you
Yeah, you
trade
good
back,
either way. Yeah.
I would trade back. You get another shot at quarterbacks next year. Two
Dog,
first round picks again.
you still got pick 9.
Yeah, but I'm using that as a listen. If
No,
I'm
you can
trading
trade,
back,
but
I'm trading
yeah.
back. I'm getting Malik Harrison, and I'm drafting a tackle at 9.
Well,
And you
yeah,
know
well,
who
that's
else
what.
they got? They also got Carolina's second round pick. So they got
Yeah,
theirs and Carolina. They can move back up at the tail end of the first round.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna draft a quarterback, I'm gonna draft a quarterback, good solid quarterback later in the draft. I'm not. I'm gonna trade like you said. Get Marvin,
That could be a
then
team
pick
that
a
takes
tackle,
Spencer Rattler.
and then even if it's Spencer Rattler in like the third round, whatever it is, I'm gonna just take a quarterback later, and I'm not picking no quarterback first. I've still got Justin Fields. Justin Fields
Listen,
is a good quarterback. I don't. The Bears just got him broken. They got to
listen,
fix him now.
he's a great quarterback that has no weapons. He had DJ
Yes,
Moore. He had Cole Kmet, who's
no
an
offensive
average
line,
tight end, who's good, but he's an average tight end. No offensive
no
line.
offensive
He
line.
literally had a
Yeah,
bunch of trash cans lined up in front of them.
yes,
And
yes,
then the defense was solid. But again, if they would have had an offensive line, Fields does better. If they had
yeah,
another weapon besides DJ Moore, Fields does better.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And you know who else said something? Saquon Barkley came out and said, I would love to play with Fields.
Of
Imagine
course.
that.
Yeah.
Imagine if they get Malik Harrison, trade down, get that tackle, they bring in Saquon Barkley somehow, make that move.
Yeah.
What?
Marvin
Imagine they come in
Harrison.
and they pick up some free agents that are linemen, that are big rated linemen
Yeah.
that are free agents.
Marvin Harrison. Malik was on our defense.
Ooh, boy, dude, it's about to be nuts.
Malik was on our defense. You keep saying Malik. You
I
talking
know I
about
said
Marvin.
Malik. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a Malik Harris though. As Buckeye. We had a Malik Harris. He's gonna be good too in the NFL, I believe. Malik Harris.
Listen, the Bears running backs are good, Jesus. But I'll tell you right now, if I get an opportunity to sign Saquon Barkley, I'm signing Saquon Barkley.
Taking him. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm
I'm
taking him
signing
immediately.
Saquon.
Yes, and you about
Bring
to
up one
draft
of
a
those running
tackle too.
backs. Get some more. Get some more.
Yeah.
Use that as draft capital. Get some more.
Hey, the more the merrier, if you ask me. You can't
I'm
go
telling
wrong
you,
with
because
a
if they
running
do
with a
that
good running
somehow,
game.
if they do that somehow, they add Saquon, get Marvin, and get that left tackle either from Penn State or Oregon.
Yeah,
Oh my god, dude! And then
ridiculous.
bring in there's a tackle from the Patriots or a guard from the Patriots. Bring him in, and maybe one other average offensive lineman. Ooh,
Yeah,
cake.
on the
That's cake.
flow, baby. Hell yeah, hell
That's cake.
yeah.
Use those 2 second round picks, move back up in, and grab another high defensive player at the end of the first. Dude, that's it. If I'm the Bears, I'm going to sleep. We're done.
Right, hell yeah. But I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna draft Caleb Williams.
Who? The
Actually,
Bears?
I don't think they. I don't think they're gonna trade Justin Fields. Actually, I actually
I
don't.
don't think so.
I actually don't. I really don't. I would trade that first round pick. Probably like you said, swap. Get Marvin. Got to take a tackle at 9. They're probably going to take another tackle somewhere.
Oh,
Maybe in
yeah,
a
they're going to take
second.
other
They're
linemen.
getting multiple. Yeah, they're getting multiple tackles or offensive linemen, not just tackle, but offensive linemen for sure. That would be the best move if you ask me, because you're about to
The
get
best.
capital. You're gonna get the second pick still, and you're gonna get some other stuff with that. They'll down there give up anything to get their guy. If they think that that's their guy, they're gonna give you whatever down there you want
Yeah.
to get that guy. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying Caleb Williams is that guy, and I'm like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
Exactly. Exactly, Jesus. That's exactly what they need to do. Do not bring in a rookie quarterback with no offensive line, no playmakers, and think he's going to change that team. Build around what you already have,
Yeah,
establish that, and then if Fields doesn't work out, cool, you get rid of the head coach, get rid of him, and then you draft somebody. And next year you'll have all the weapons, the
yeah,
offensive line, and you'll have 2 top 15 draft picks.
yeah. That you can't go wrong with
And then
that,
you
man.
draft a quarterback or you trade and get a good quarterback from somebody.
It just paid off for DeMeco Ryans. He drafted his quarterback and he drafted his generational talent at defense. So he got 2 generational talents on his team right now on both sides of the ball, and it worked out. It can only get better if he's the coach we think he is.
Like, I'll tell you right now, if I'm the Bears, the Raiders are jumping up big time, but the offer I saw that could be on the table.
I think the Raiders.
You're talking about their first round pick this year, next year, second round pick in Max Crosby.
Yeah.
If that was, dude, I might do that.
You give me Max. You got me with all that and Max.
Then you're not getting Harrison because you're moving outside the top 10. Unless Harrison falls to 9, you're not getting.
I'll take Max.
Hey, then I'm not taking a tackle.
Over Marvin Harrison, though, I can't do that, bro. he gotta have a weapon, dog. And none of those top guys is gonna be there by 9.
All right. Here's the other deal that I really like. I like the Washington deal. You know, if they want to move up, if they think someone else is going to jump up or there's battling,
yeah.
You know, their first, which is the second pick, first next year, a second, and then they're talking about giving Payne to go right back next to Montez Sweat. Yeah. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Jesus says Fields' major problem, like Lance, he doesn't let go of the ball while it's starting it. Listen, you're right. Oh, you're right. He has that one issue. Every quarterback has a similar issue. Like Joe Burrow, straight elite, but the dude doesn't throw the ball away.
Yeah, he don't throw the ball away.
Does not throw the damn thing away when he needs to instead of trying to find somebody down the field. He takes too many hits and too many sacks that way. That's his problem.
That's because Justin Fields never protected. He always running for his life.
Fields is running around.
He needed to just throw it away, but then you just giving up plays every play. You just giving up plays and giving up plays and giving up plays.
He's saying he should let him go.
Your coach gonna tell you to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's a problem. I get he's got an open receiver, but he might be worried about what's coming at him because he's got that sentence where it's always right there on him.
Yeah, don't throw up the back.
I guarantee you that issue is gone.
Yeah, for sure. They had a good running. They got good running backs, but their running game overall wasn't enough to take pressure off of not having a good offensive line. Because if you got
they got no push.
A good running game. Like they pass blocking was terrible. That shit was bad. Like I'm like, man, who is paying these dudes to not block? Somebody paying them to not block, dog. Like,
hey, this is how bad they were. If they got Jed Willis, which we're cutting, he's better than that damn line.
Everybody.
They were.
The whole line. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
They need to take a page out the Bengals notebook. You see what we did, gave up 78 sacks and cleaned up our whole line, and now we got a good line. You know what I mean? We didn't give up. We only gave up maybe.
I still don't like Orlando Brown on your line. I think he's trash.
Hey, listen. He
can run block like no other.
He don't fit yet, but I think this year he'll fit different. He'll fit better. Like he didn't fit that well, but I think he will. I think he'll fit better this year.
He got to work on that pass block, and I think because that's where the pressure came from. Was that side?
Yeah, that side. Yeah. And it's like, dog, you didn't do that in Kansas City, so don't do it here. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do that there, so don't do that shit here. You protected that boy over there. You protected Patrick Mahomes. You better protect Joe Burrow, bro. Like you got his blind side. You better protect him. For real. The left tackle make a lot of money. You better protect him. For real. Public service announcement.
Well, hey, let's switch gears a little bit here.
Real quick before I got a bigger bust than both of those guys. Ryan.
All right. What's your bigger bust?
He played for your team, Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel.
I don't think he's a bigger bust than that.
Bigger bust than both of them. His expectations was way higher than both of them.
Expectation-wise, yes, but I don't think he was a bigger bust because I think Leaf was way worse.
Johnny Manziel did nothing. Well, Leaf did nothing either.
Johnny Manziel had what Leaf had. His career yards, he had more than him.
Oh, he was trash in the NFL. I'm sorry. He was running around like he was playing backyard
football. I'm not saying he was good. I'm just saying he was better than Ryan Leaf.
I think them the 3 biggest busts. And
Niners offense was telegraphed that good teams exposed them, especially in playoffs. Niners threw at certain spots it became very repetitive and got taken out in playoffs, and teams used man coverage.
That's what Shanahan does all the time.
But the
Once
problem is they
again,
didn't use CMC enough.
and we watched Shanahan blow a 25-point lead in the second half of a game. Like we seen this. He done it 3 times where he blown a 10-point lead or more
He
in a
left it, he
Super
left
Bowl.
that playbook at the airport in that game too.
Bro, in a Super Bowl, he did it twice. Jimmy G
In the
with
Falcons
the
Super
Patriots
Bowl.
with the Falcons, and then this one. He's done it 3 times, yo. 10-point lead and you blow it. And then you had a 25-point lead and blow it. Like you did that. Come on, man. It's Shanahan. At the end of the day, at some point, they gotta understand that they have a Shanahan problem. Not that he's not a great coach or none of that. It's just time. It's just over. It's done. You got a great team that if he can't get y'all over the hump next year and maybe the year after that, he has to go.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 more years. Even though they signed him
Two
for
more
long,
years,
I
bro.
think he's got 2 more years to prove it,
You
and then he's
gotta
gonna have to
go.
go.
If you can't, I don't. Even if he get back to the Super Bowl next year and the year after that, if you don't win them, you gotta go, bro. He'd be 0-5 in the Super Bowl if he lose 2 more. No, bro, you gotta go. I don't want no 0-5 coach coaching my team. No way. No
Oh
way, bro.
hell no.
It's
No.
always Shanahan. He always goes straight away from what he does. Like, dog, CMC, why is you not running this guy and throwing him? He's supposed to be everywhere on the field. CMC's supposed to be everywhere. Everywhere in that Super Bowl game. They were supposed to always be like, where is he at? In the slot over here, coming out the backfield, running 72,000 times. Like, they should have went crazy. They should have went crazy, for real. That
Look,
second
Jesus
half.
says, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna read the question.
Go ahead.
Do you guys believe that Manziel confidence was shook by DC when he said, "Take your head out your ass"?
I watched it. He just did an interview, and he pretty much said that he thought he can do it like he did it in college, where he didn't practice, he
Don't
didn't
read
work,
the playbook.
he got drunk, he didn't read the playbook, nothing. He got
No
drunk,
film.
high, all that stuff, no film, no nothing. He just got partied all the time and went and played, and it worked. He said that he thought he could do that same thing in the NFL, and it didn't work like that. He was high, drunk, all that stuff, and as a rookie in the NFL, going to play with hangovers, and like he said it himself, like he just thought he could do the same thing he did in college and the NFL, and it translated on the field. Doesn't work like that. You got to prepare yourself in the NFL. You have to. You can't go wing it. That was the biggest thing about the game. You could go out there and wing it. That's why we love playing it. You can go wing it. Like you ain't gotta have no game plan, but you gotta watch film. You gotta do all that because the defense is faster than you now. You know what I mean? Like the defense,
Faster
not
game.
yes, the game is way faster, and that defense moving all over the place. If you don't study that and know where these safeties are, when this linebacker does this, what you're supposed to do, if this safety moves up or moves back or shifts over here, you have to know all that. And the team that you playing, they do specific things. So if you're not watching the film, you don't know those specific things. Those are life or death situations right there.
I mean, he came out straight and said he feels like he let Skip Bayless down because Skip said he was going to be the best thing coming, and then he came out and didn't care. It's like he didn't give a shit about anything.
Skip said more. He said bigger than LeBron in Cleveland.
Yeah, he said he could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah, well,
no,
you saw what you didn't do what LeBron did, which was study the game and be a master of the game. You decided to think you was the best already, and you weren't.
I'll tell you why he couldn't have been, because he couldn't have been. For one, he was playing for the Browns at that time. The Browns, if he was playing for the Browns now, if he was in this time, be a little bit different with the team y'all done had these past so many years. But at that time, 2014 or whatever that was.
Yeah, Josh Gordon, he had some weapons over there.
Yeah, but y'all didn't have a team though.
Yeah,
Josh Gordon was getting 200 yards a game down there with the Browns.
Yes.
Stop smoking weed.
Well, who cares? See, that's another thing.
You know what I mean?
Like now, if you look at jobs now, they're not even testing for THC. It's everything else.
Well, the fact that it's legal now, you would think some people like prorate and give him some of that money he missed, but it's like it was illegal at the time, so it really ain't nothing that you can't really prorate it because he don't deserve to have the money. It was illegal. You know what I mean?
Look, he said Manziel was not going to be a starter even if he started because no arms and Browns were a mess organization.
Yes,
listen, back then they were definitely a mess organization.
Yes, and going there.
I mean, he was throwing to Josh Gordon down the field. The man could throw the ball. It's a matter of he was screwing up where plays were, where players were supposed to be. The dude never read the book and never watched nothing on film. The dude
Nothing at
was
all.
straight mentally thinking he was everything.
Yeah.
He was straight trash.
He just
Straight
thought he
trash.
could walk on the field and be good, man. Like, and you
Yeah.
can't. That's not how that works, man. Nobody does that. The guys that said that they never read film, you see how their careers went.
Yeah. You see where
I
they're
mean, look
at.
at
You
how
see why
Cam never
Kyler got his ass reamed for playing video games and not studying.
put it in his contract. 4 hours
Yep.
of study.
Yep. Gotta made sure he had to do that. If not, null and void. But all right, listen, let's switch gears to the NBA, dude.
Come on, let's
All
go.
this shit coming out right now, where all these players everybody's fighting, everybody's pushing and shoving.
Yeah.
You know, you have Stewart punching dudes in the hallway and shit, getting charged, suspended 3 games. You have all these other fights breaking out, and they're all just little pussy matches, little shoving, little headlocks. Everybody else standing around. Don't do that. No,
Well,
it's all a big joke to me.
ever since the Malice in the Palace, nobody's really gonna fight ever again because they got sponsors, they got people that put money. You can't do that. They're not gonna do that.
That was amazing. People loved the Malice in the Palace. People loved when Pippen dunked on over Ewing and they got at it. When Jeff Van Gundy's grabbing on to Charles Oakley or whoever's leg and getting dragged across the floor. That shit is what people love. Now, I think these players are just doing it because they're getting called out for being that. They're being weak ass people right now. Oh, back in the day you couldn't handle it. Now they're all out here. Oh, we're fighting. No, you're not fighting. You ain't fighting like back then. You ain't balling like back then. That you can't. The toughness.
I mean, back in the day, it wasn't necessarily fighting. It was beating people up while you're playing the game.
Yes,
like clotheslining people. That's terrible basketball, bro. That's not skill. I don't want to see nobody go to the hole and get punched in the chin. Like, no, bro, guard that person. Block the shot. Like, why you uppercutting him? Like, that's crazy. But now they're not gonna fight shoving because Adam Silver has sponsors that watch the NBA that put money into this. They're trying to globalize it. It's a lot that they're trying to do with the NBA. You can't fight no more. You can do the little pushing and all that goofy stuff. Like, I think that's goofy. Just play the game. It's so easy now. Just play. Like, what y'all even mad about?
Hey, Zeus
y'all
is right.
Barely play defense, so I don't understand what people mad about. Y'all barely play defense.
Exactly. And why you beefing each other? Hey, Zeus is right. NBA trying to grab attention. It's a publicity stunt. It's really what all this shit is.
It started with Michael Jordan. Jordan.
I'm talking about now. I'm not worried about then. I'm talking about what they're doing now because all of a sudden fights are starting to happen more. It's all to get attention because, again, everybody's claiming the NBA is just a weak-ass league and there's nothing there. Everybody's trying to score 1 million points. Nobody's actually playing defense. No one's being tough. It's just a pushover league, and that's what they're being called now, and they're getting mad about it. The whole league is getting mad about it.
I don't think they care about that. It's entertainment now, man.
They better care about it because soon enough they're not going to be watched.
They think most people, if they've done a lot of polls and stuff, and most these kids now in the generation now, they want to see a bunch of 3-pointers. They want to see this game. They want to see. The game ain't for us no more, Mike. Or the people
the game ain't for real basketball players
for us no more.
That's the problem.
Well, I mean,
basketball players anymore.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, see, the real basketball players wasn't beating everybody up. The real basketball players was like.
And I'm not saying. I'm saying
you're playing basketball.
You're not playing defense no more.
Well,
this is horrible, man.
But you got to understand the game. Remember when Steve Nash and them and that Suns team, it sped the game up. It sped the game up. That's why. I'm telling you why it's happening because they sped the game up. Like you got to adjust, or you're gonna have injury after injury after injury after injury.
You know what you do when someone speeds the game up? You knock them on their ass and they slow down.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
They want transition threes. They want 100 and something points a game. That's what the NBA wants. It's not the players don't make the rules. It's the Adam Silver in the NBA. That's what they
Adam
want.
Silver's saying you got to score this or we can't play.
No, they're saying they want TV money. That people want to see high scoring games. So y'all have to make these games faster, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, score all these points. That's what they are selling right now. That's the entertainment part of the NBA now. That's where the NBA went to. That's where David Stern wanted it to go to make it global. He started with Michael Jordan, and it's been trickling down all these years later. It's what it was coming to be. They had to stop all that fighting stuff because they started getting sponsors. You remember back in the 90s, The NBA didn't have big sponsors. The NBA wasn't nothing. Now they got all these big ass sponsors giving them billions of dollars. They had no choice. And you got all
Trade
these
all
TV
that shit.
Yeah,
Do all that
TV deals. Now, if you wanted to go back to that, they can take the games off of TV, and then we just
They're
won't
not
see
gonna
them.
take the games off TV. They can still be cool.
Exactly, because they getting billions of dollars to be on TV, and they don't want all that fighting and beating each other up
More
on
people
TV.
will watch. More people would watch if it was that way.
I don't know if less people watch. I haven't
Less
seen
people are
that.
gonna watch if they start seeing teams actually have heart in the game.
But then we'll start
Teams actually
seeing
playing
boring. We'll
defense.
start seeing boring games at 70-60. We don't want to see
That's
that,
not
bro.
boring to me as long as it's the game of basketball. If there's defensive games, it's not boring.
Nah, bro. It just
I don't
depends on.
want 500 points to 400 points. I don't want that.
It depends on how the game is played. Because if it's just the bad boy Pistons just beating everybody up, I don't
I'm
want to
not
watch
saying that either. I'm saying actually play defense. Play
But
defense.
how? How are you gonna actually play defense when the rules is completely? They
Well,
changed
that's
all
the
the rules.
problem. They got to change
It's the
that
players'
shit.
fault. The players don't change the rules. The NBA, that's the NBA. It's their agenda. They changed all the rules, dog. They can't play defense. If they
Players can
want to play
change that. The
defense,
players can
I
force
hear
that to change back.
you know all these NBA podcasts they talk. They say it all the time, man. We want to play defense. They changed the rules. We can't even touch nobody no
If they
more.
want to play defense,
Now,
play
see
defense.
this, but the thing I like about it, if you're not gonna, if you want to guard this player, now you gotta use your feet. You gotta use the skills that we was taught as kids. But none of them want to do it. That's the thing. The game can still have defense, but none of them are skilled enough because you got to think. Back in the day, they got to use their hands for a reason because the person just gonna blow by you. The offensive player is usually better than the defensive player. You know what I mean? Gary Payton was who he was in the glove because he owned you. He won't let you get by him. He was not a skilled enough player to just use his feet and hands. He's getting toasted every time. You've seen what Allen Iverson did to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan couldn't put his hands on him. He rocked him back and forth and went right by him. That's what would happen. That's what would happen. You know what I'm saying? But they won't play. They won't play. They ain't skilled enough to play defense.
Listen,
and then
the
all the
NBA
rules.
is about to lose a bunch of money, so it don't matter because that All-Star game is going to be trash from now on.
The All-Star game always going to be trash. Yeah, the All-Star game.
All All-Star weekend. They're going to have nothing.
Yeah. It's down. It's down like 10. It's down a lot since 2003.
It's going to be zero.
It's the lowest it's ever been since 2003. It's the lowest.
Yeah, because nobody wants to play defense, and dunk contest is trash.
Trash. Matt McClung out there winning. Like, it's weird, man.
Trash. I got no problem with Steph Curry shooting out with Sabrina, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
But trash. Whole thing's trash.
I ain't even like that. I ain't even like that because now I don't think Curry went out there and really did Steph Curry. I think he took it easy on her just to make, because if he go out there and blow her out, then it kills the idea. Nobody gonna want to see that again. So he got to go out there and make it close, win by one. Okay, we do it again next year. Curry,
see, that would come on. If it was like that, then that's fucked up. If I'm Steph, I'm blowing her out.
No, they don't want him to do that though because it's a new, just like with the in-season tournament. LeBron didn't give a fuck about that, but he had to be happy to show everybody else this is a big thing because it's a new thing.
Yeah, but if I'm Steph, I'm not going to disrespect Sabrina that way.
Well, it is what it is.
Disrespect the hell out of her if you're not shooting your shots.
Well, they also
that's disrespectful, man.
Yeah, but she also got they already gave her perks. She got to shoot with she shot with the WNBA ball. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like,
well, that's what she should be shooting with.
Okay, so if we gonna make it fair, make it all the way fair, or Steph Curry, because they trying to promote the WNBA, so maybe the players should go to the WNBA All-Star Weekend and do it. Then that'll bring in the eyes because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh shit, Steph Curry versus such and such over here." Boom, Caitlin Clark, Steph Curry next year if she makes it.
Thing's trash.
Come on, man. Everybody will be watching the WNBA. You know how much money they'll make that day? Just that weekend, just at that Saturday, with Steph Curry in their league on their All-Star weekend. Like, it's just certain things that they need to do, man. It's just certain things.
Listen, Jesus, you're absolutely right. Soccer's defense is going to stay that way. They're going to crush people out there. People are going to do whatever. I mean, they are the real sport. You can play
dangerous
game, too. You can't play defense. Basketball, you can't play defense.
Yeah. Football, you can't do nothing. Yeah, you can't do nothing no more. It's all entertainment now.
Space where you can hit a person or a quarterback. You can hit a quarterback right here, anywhere else.
Yeah, and I just don't like because everybody blame the players, and it's not the players. They're not the ones making the moves. I mean, the rules. They're not the ones changing the rules. They changing everything
all the time.
Yeah, but the players got to follow the guidelines of the NBA. They don't write the guidelines. The NBA,
Oh,
whatever this
okay. Here's the reverse fact in that. Then why is everybody crying about people flopping?
because
It's part of the game. Shut the hell up. Just because
dudes
LeBron's in of it.
yeah, but
shut up.
flopping. Yeah, but flopping's not in no CBA contract or nothing. That's just something that players do on their own.
They're getting the calls that way. That's the way the game's played. So
well, they're not being called that way. No, you get a pick. You get the foul if you flop.
Now you do. Yes.
Technically.
Now they changed that this year.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying
you know how many times,
people didn't shut up about that because that was part of the game.
No.
Every player was flopping. People were being stupid. Yes, it was.
But listen, well, it's a part of the game because players been flopping since back in the day.
What I'm saying is it got bigger now because you can't play defense
how many times did we see James Harden at the 3-point line and they slow it down? Nobody touched him, but he got a foul because he did this or some shit. Yes. Like, no, bro, that's not what I'm saying.
You can't play defense, like you were saying, because of the NBA. So people flop because they know they're going to get the whistle blown for them. And everybody cries, well, hey, they're flopping this. Well, that's the way they're giving the game now. Because you guys want to cry about, oh, this shit, people getting injured, pointers.
You
can't play defense, you said.
No, the defense that y'all like. You can't play that defense. Nobody's skilled enough. Nobody's skilled. I'm talking about playing defense without putting your hands on people. You can play defense, but they're not. Nobody is skilled enough to stay in front of a Kyrie Irving.
I want people to get bodied. I want people to get bodied.
Yeah, but that's
put your body on somebody. I don't want this.
Yeah, in the paint. No, that's
can't do this. We can't do that.
Luka, that's all Luka do. Luka body people around all game. That's Joker. How you think Joker
keep doing that?
Joker body people all over. I'm talking about actual defense, playing with your feet the way we
Vladdy Flopper. Yep, Vladdy Flopper back in the day.
Bro, nobody taught us to play defense with our hands. We got taught to play move your feet and keep your feet.
Move your feet, slide in front.
Nobody's skilled enough to do that anymore. Nobody's ever been skilled enough to do that. That's why you got your ass whooped in the 80s, in the 90s, the 70s. You got your ass whooped because you're not just about to just cross me up and go by me. I'm going to elbow you in the back of the head.
All I know is people need to stop complaining on that end, though. All of these guys all flop. They know how to get their call, and that's why they were doing it so much, because they know they can't play defense, so they're going to flop. That way they are able to be okay.
But Kobe was the best at that, though. Like, not flopping, but doing certain things to make it look like a foul. Kobe told you. He used to tell you all
that stupid where the players trying to come down on them, and they come up when they're acting like they're shooting, but they're really not shooting. That foul's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why they always taught me. Like, I always taught my kids, palms up. That way you'll never get caught like this. Right. That's the time when you get,
hand down, man down. There goes that man, mama. Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, well, man.
Coming to an end.
Long show has to come to an end, and I got to go pick up this food I just ordered. I'm not going to plug them, though. They ain't paying no, just know it's good. But we appreciate y'all for stopping by.
Yeah. Salute to all y'all.
Saturday for both shows. Next Sunday, Wednesday, we back for Relax Wednesday. And the following week, we got one from Jamaica, baby. So tune in, like, share, subscribe.
Hit the buttons. Smash them out.
Hit them up. Tell your friends.